I was wrong by saying the Celtics were going to go to the finals. I didn't know they were going to choke. The Celtics could have easily won this series. Game 1 and 2, they were up big on the Heat, choked those away in the second half. I mean, the Celtics could have easily won this series, but the Heat are a very resilient team, coached very well by Eric Spoelstra. Obviously, you have Pat Riley, the Godfather, back there kind of overseeing things. But man, the Celtics just didn't look like the team that got to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? They didn't look like the team that they were supposed to be when they got there, which is pretty disappointing. This is coming from a Sixers fan. Obviously, I don't like the Celtics, but I wanted to see them win because I want to see a challenge in the NBA Finals. The Lakers, Celtics. I thought that would have been a better series than the Lakers Heat. But, the Celtics just couldn't get it done. Got closed out in 6 by the Heat. The Heat, hey, I got to give them credit. They came in. I believe they were the 5th seed, came in, did work, beat everybody who was in front of them, took out the number 1 seed in the Bucks. Again, they beat everyone that was in front of them and, never looked back. And now they're going against the Lakers, big underdogs to the Lakers. You got Laker fans already buying merchandise saying that they already won the NBA Finals. So this is what they're going against, right? They're going against LeBron, AD. It's going to be tough, but I'll get into the finals preview in a second. Anyways, Lakers end up closing out the Nuggets in 5 games. 5 games, man. Whew. Man, I think we anticipated this. We were hoping that the Nuggets would be able to pull one out of the hat as far as make this a competitive series and at least make it look like they could potentially come back. But Lakers went ahead, closed them out in 5. Jamal Murray did as much as he could. He just wasn't getting enough help. But Jamal Murray, I think, earned a lot of respect, gained a ton of new fans as far as supporters. The dude could play, but he just ran into the Lakers, and the Lakers are playing on a whole different level. Talent is on a whole different level. And, this is playoff LeBron, man. This is what we're used to seeing from LeBron and any team that he's playing on in the playoffs. So this is going to be LeBron's 10th finals appearance. So let's go ahead and get into the finals preview. Lakers, Heat, like I said earlier. This one, I don't know. I'll give my prediction in a second, but the Heat come in, again, big underdogs. They've pretty much been underdogs in almost every series they've been in. But, again, they're a very resilient team, and they are going in saying, hey, we're playing with house money. Nobody's giving us a shot. Nobody predicted us to be here in this position, but we're here because we didn't listen to all that. We're playing good ball. We believe in each other, got good coaching, and they're taking care of business. The Lakers, again, they're just the most talented team right now. Obviously, we would have wanted to see the Lakers versus the Clippers. That would have been a more competitive Western Conference Finals. I don't think anyone's going to debate that, but we don't have that. We didn't get that. We got, Lakers Nuggets, and now we got Lakers Heat. And with my prediction, but actually, before I get into the prediction, let me get into my keys to victory for the Heat. Because we all know how the Lakers are going to win, right? They just have to continue to play how they're playing now. But the keys to victory for the Heat, and there's 3 of them that need to happen in order for the Heat to have a chance to win. The Heat have a chance, right? I'm not going to say they have 0 chance to win. They have a chance, but these 3 things need to happen. Number 1, Jimmy Butler needs to be Jimmy Butler, right? He needs to have that same aggression. He needs to score a little bit more than what he has been, especially in the Celtics series. I think he averaged around 19 points. He needs to score more than that. They're going to need Jimmy Butler to grab the bull by the horns, and lead this team to a championship. Jimmy Butler needs to keep that same aggression. Obviously, defensively, we know what Jimmy Butler is about, but offensively, he needs to pick it up just a little bit more in this series because they're going to need the best of Jimmy Butler in this series. So that's number 1. Number 2, they're going to need the best from Bam Adebayo. So this one is going to be just as important as Jimmy Butler. These 2 guys, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, they need to be the best versions of themselves in every single game of this finals to again have a chance of winning, right? To win this finals, These guys need to be the best versions of themselves, at least for 4 games. I'm not going to say every game, but at least for 4 games. Right. And even if they're there, even if they're at their best, they might not be able to win. So yeah, basically for every game, they're going to need these guys to be the best versions of themselves for every game. Bam Adebayo, he's going to have to be putting in extra minutes because he's going to be they need him to be the primary person on Anthony Davis. And I'm not going to disrespect Anthony Davis by saying, hey, you put in Bam Adebayo on him and he's shut down. You can't shut down Anthony Davis, right? He could shoot from all 3 levels. Very gifted scorer. I mean, you really can't stop Anthony Davis. You could contain him. Put a hand in his face, play aggressive, play close. Try not to get into foul trouble. Bam Adebayo, but they're gonna have to put him to shadow Anthony Davis at all times. So they're going to need him to go into overtime and put in some extra hours and put in some extra minutes against Anthony Davis. They're going to need him to be at his best. And then lastly, the Miami Heat must win the 3-point battle. This is key. They need that type of scoring. Tyler Herro had that one game where he scored, 37 points. They're going to need that. They're going to need more of those, not just one. They're going to need more. Obviously, Tyler Herro's putting in, some solid minutes for the Miami Heat. He's one of the reasons why they've made it up to this point. He's not the reason. He's one of the reasons, right? Obviously, he's still a rookie. So, cut him some slack. This is his first time in the playoffs. This is going to be his first time in the finals. So he needs to grow up real quick, and he needs to, take over like they know he can, right? Pat Riley believed in this guy. Eric Spoelstra believed in this guy. They need him to deliver the goods. They need the 3-point shoot. They need to win the 3-point battle or they're going to lose. Miami Heat, those are the 3 keys to victory for the Miami Heat. Again, all these things can happen. They can still lose. The Lakers are just that good. So I just want to at least put that out there, right? I'm going for the Heat. I'm going for the Heat just because there's so many Laker fans now. And the Lakers fans are already buying shirts saying that they're the champions. And I don't like that. And I want to see a competitive series. So I'm going for the Heat. But anyways, my prediction for this finals, I'm taking the Lakers in 6. I have the Heat actually taking game 1 and game 5. So, the Heat are going to win game 1. They're going to go up 1-0. Everybody's going to talk about, this is going to be a better series than everybody thought it was. No, that's not going to happen. The Lakers are going to rip off 3 straight, 2, 3, and 4. And then the Heat are going to try not to get hit with the gentleman sweep. So they're going to win game 5, and then they're going to lose game 6. So I have Lakers in 6 over the Heat. Book it. Unfortunately, I wish the Heat would put up a competitive series. 6 games is semi-competitive, but I just... and these losses that the Heat are going to take with the Lakers, I don't know how competitive those games are going to be. So, it could go 6 games and still be, a mismatch. And that's what everybody's kind of anticipating. Again, I hope it's more of a competitive series here, but, only time will tell. I'm excited to see game 1 and then game 2. Because game 1, again, I predict the Heat will win. If the Heat could go up 2-0, then, okay, we got a series. But I just don't... I don't see that happening. They're going to be down 3-1 at one point, and they're going to lose in game 6. So, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more fire sports takes. And for those of you who are on the go, make sure you subscribe to our full show, which airs every Thursday on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and a bunch more. Until then, I'm chucking it up, and I'll see you guys next time.